Yo, what's up everyone, Ski back with another video. Today we are checking out a Penguin Z0 video. It's called Using AI to Raise Your Baby. I don't know what to expect, let's just get into it. Also go check out the video I uploaded earlier of Mario Sunshine. I did part 1 of that. Also I uploaded Dying Light part 5. But I realized that I didn't go into this part like how this is right now. So basically I recorded myself for an hour. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out. But anyways, let's just get into it. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, follow me on my Instagram and Facebook.
Nobody wants to be a parent these days because then you have to, like, raise a human being. And what's the point in doing that? When the stork drops off that baby, why should you be the one responsible for raising it when you can just instead have technology do it for you?
Yeah, dude, that's for real though. I feel like anytime a kid is born, what parents immediately do is set an iPad in front of them. Am I right or wrong? Like, you see so many, like, toddlers, like, not even 1-year-olds that have iPads. It's insane. But, yeah.
For you. Sit that child down in front of an iPad, or if you really want to make sure they're set up for success, just have AI raise it. That's the era we're living in.
How would you even get AI to raise it?
No doubt we're going to be seeing a lot of...
When he says AI, does he mean like robotic AI, like those like human robots? Like, how can you use AI to raise a baby?
Amongst our species very soon, thanks to this upbringing. And I just watched an insightful, inspirational interview from Sam Altman on the Jimmy Fallon show, where he talks about how he can't imagine raising his baby.
Don't even get me started on Jimmy Fallon.
Without ChatGPT.
And do you use ChatGPT when raising your baby?
I do. I mean, I feel kind of bad about it because we have this like genius level at everything, intelligence, sitting there like waiting to unravel the mysteries of humanity. And I'm like, why does my kid stop dropping his pizza on the floor and laughing? Like,
I like how disconnected from humanity this android is.
To be honest, I use ChatGPT a lot, but I wouldn't use it for something like that. I'm not gonna lie, I am one of those people that I use ChatGPT a lot. But, like, to raise a kid, no. That's something that you need to do by yourself.
The thing he feels bad about isn't relying on ChatGPT to instruct him on how to raise a child. It's not having to entirely suckle on the titty of a chatbot to raise his own baby. What he feels bad about is that his questions aren't good enough because he's asking about, like, pizza on the floor. Which is a dog shit question, admittedly, and he deserves an atomic wedgie for being such an insufferable dork. Like, why are you even bothering to ask that? Well, that wouldn't even be something that I feel a normal parent would Google, because the answer is who cares? Your child will stop dropping
That's part of being a kid. When you're a baby, you're gonna drop shit. Like, how many babies do you see when you set macaroni in front of them? They're like, no! And then pushes it off the fucking table.
Pizza on the floor and laughing when it stopped finding it funny. Shit, I'm 31 years old. I'd slap a pizza on the floor and maybe giggle about it right now. I don't even really understand why this would even be something that he'd need this information for. He finds it necessary to know when this behavior will stop, needing to know the exact ETA on when my child's going to be a grown-up. When's he going to stop pissing his little britches and just be a fucking adult about it? Put some hair on his chest.
No, even when the kid is like fucking 18, he's going to be asking ChatGPT, why is my kid not talking to me? I guarantee you, even when the kid is 18, he's going to be like, why is my kid not talking to me?
Now, what I could understand, and something I do see value in, is having that ability to ask a quick question and get, like, a quick answer to help you better understand something you're confused on. Googling shit has been around for 2 decades now, and I think that has been an invaluable tool for a lot of parents to get information on things, especially when it comes to, like, something generally medical that they could learn about in regards to raising their kid. But what Sam Altman is describing here is not that. What he is describing fundamentally boils down to, like, asking the ChatGPT service for advice on how to raise this child properly.
Yeah, like, he's relying on it too much. Like, I would get it, like if he said, like, why is my baby, like, coughing so much, or why is his tongue blue, something like that, some shit like that. But to, like, ask it, why is he dropping his pizza? That's stupid.
He's basically getting AI's permission on what is normal, what is acceptable, and what he should do as a parent to raise this kid. That is so very different from what I believe the usage of something like this should be, which is just quick questions that a parent that actually wants to be involved in their kid's life, actually be a good parent, would utilize much like Google has been for like 2 decades. But even in that case, we know Google's not infallible. So you would always get this information, take it with a grain of salt, but you would utilize it as a parent to do the best you could with whatever you were confused on. AI, we know for damn sure, it is far from perfect, and it is far from omniscient, contrary to popular belief. It makes innumerable mistakes. It fucking hallucinates.
Yeah.
So,
And also with ChatGPT, you ask it a question, dude, it would give you a fucking book. Like, I'm not even kidding. You could be like, what color's the sky? And then it would say blue, but like it would give a whole fucking dictionary on why it's blue, how it's blue, what made it blue. Like it would give you a whole fucking dictionary on why the sky is blue.
using AI as the sole source to raise your child is a recipe for disaster. And that is exactly how a lot of parents, no doubt, will utilize it. And the way Sam Altman describes it, it feels like that's exactly how he's already utilizing it, where the AI's word is law.
Yeah.
You know?
And
So I feel like I'm not asking a good enough question, but
What the hell is that? War Machine?
it is. I don't.
Oh, not War Machine. What's that fucking Battleship? Is that Battleship?
I cannot imagine.
I said
being
War
going through
Machine.
the- like figuring out how to raise a newborn without ChatGPT. Clearly, people did it for a long time, no problem.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
so I know it, like it's
He was on to say
That's why I don't like Jimmy Fallon. He laughs too damn much.
he understands it's possible to
You could, sorry for pausing. You could say my grandma died. He'll laugh at that shit.
raise a child without AI, which my jaw was on the floor when I heard that. I didn't know you could raise babies without AI doing it for you, so that was a shocking revelation hearing him explain that. And then he says that he personally just relies on ChatGPT for so much because it's such a huge part of his life, obviously. And then he spends another like 3 or so minutes just kind of pitching
He's making it sound like ChatGPT raised him.
ChatGPT to everyone on why they need to be hooked on that drug too. Why everyone should be using ChatGPT for everything. It is fundamentally just watching a marketing push for why ChatGPT should infect every single part of your life, and everything you do should be filtered through ChatGPT's permission to do so, and all of your knowledge should come from ChatGPT's fucking butthole.
Nah, I feel like that's what, like, definitely, especially in fucking schools, I feel like schools are gonna have to ban ChatGPT if they haven't already, because I can imagine like so many kids would just rely on ChatGPT. Like they'll replace teachers with fucking ChatGPT.
That is basically how this Jimmy Fallon interview goes, but he sprinkled in this nice little nugget here about how he actually uses AI to teach him how to raise a baby. And I'm being very generous when I say it teaches him how to raise a baby. He's just letting ChatGPT do it. At this point, Sam Altman, the human, is gone. The flesh and blood is not there. It is now just ChatGPT working him like a puppet, like a ventriloquist act.
You rip open his face, it's just fucking robotic pokes.
So ChatGPT is really the one that's raising this baby from the sound of things here, not Sam. Sam is gone. There is no Sam. Only Zool remains now. That's the parental figure to this baby from the sound of things. And it just happens to be wearing the mask of Sam. It's so fucking sad and pathetic, man. And I know he's far from the only one, and there's going to be, I imagine, so many parents that solely use ChatGPT to raise their child for them. It's actually nightmarish. One of the most basic functions of being alive is the idea of raising your offspring. Like, that is like one of the most core components of living. And we have reached a point now where a lot of people like Sam Altman just, I guess can't do it without the advice of AI whispering in his ear what he should be doing. That is scary. And again, he's not
To
going
be honest, let me say this though. Thank God it's like ChatGPT where like you just type in the questions versus like an actual like robotic thing that just walks around your house taking care of them. Nah, that would be nightmare for you. I couldn't imagine like going to sleep having like a human robot just doing that. I would be too afraid it would end up strangling one of my kids.
be the only one. He's probably not even the only one right now doing it. But that is just so alarming. These geniuses here can't even just raise a child, something that humans have done since before we even had the ability to speak. We are now losing the ability to do because we rely so heavily on technology to fucking jerk us off and everything now. We can't do basic tasks. And people just proudly, willingly, just wiping their ass with basic knowledge that we've accumulated from so many years of learning because they'd rather have AI just do it for them. I read like a really interesting study like a month or so ago that was aiming to see if students at a handful of schools that they were studying were reading at the proper reading level for what grade they were in it, and they found that a large percentage of the students in these grades were not capable of reading at that level that you would expect them to, at least based on all of the past data and what grade they're in. They were not reading at the appropriate level. And
could you really blame ChatGPT for that, though? Because I feel like a lot of schools nowadays, they don't push people to learn that much. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of teachers, unless if you have, like, a fucking teacher that just stands and teaches all goddamn time, most of the teachers just don't really give a shit. Like, they'll teach them, like, maybe, like, they'll put, like, a video up and then sit on their ass. That's pretty much what they do. They put a video up.
My hunch, this wasn't necessarily in the study, but I would imagine it's because AI has become so prevalent and so many students shamelessly, openly, willingly talk about how they rely on it to do the work for them fundamentally. So like, if you're getting assigned a reading, report or something, they'll just have AI spit it out for them. Or they'll just have AI summarize the things they need to know for whatever the assignment is. So a lot of kids are growing up without even being able to do what kids from the past were able to do. So even though we have all...
Gen Alpha is cooked. I don't care. Like, Gen Z was kind of like, there's some of them that made it out of life, but Gen Alpha, I don't think, dude, they're gonna be so fucking... Especially if, like, the fucking, skibbity toilet and all that shit, like, that's gonna... I don't even want to get into it.
All these advancements, humans themselves, they are, like, provably not as adept as past generations, and I think it's because there has become an over-reliance on things like AI to just do it for you. And you got fucking goofy goober Sam Altman here, who's really leading the charge. He's getting up there like LeBron James. I let AI raise my child, and you should too. It's so good. AI, teach me how to raise a baby. Wee! It just sucks. That's what it boils down to. It is just fucking awful. Now you're taking the humans out of parenting itself. Eek. That's no good. Boo. Boo, Sam Altman. Boo. Very bad direction. Very bad thing to be preaching about the value of using AI to basically raise your kid. Anyway, though, I'll stop blabbering about it. That's about it. See ya.
No, I think that's insane, though. Like, to let a fucking AI basically raise your kid, I guarantee you when that kid grows up, he's gonna probably not talk to his dad, most likely. And then he'll ask ChatGPT, why is my kid not talking to me? And they'll be like, because he raised it on fucking AI. Just kidding. If you enjoyed that video, like, subscribe, follow me on my Instagram and Facebook, and peace out.